what you're looking at is a 2012 Electrolux Frigidaire by Electrolux 5000 BTU unit. This is what I use in my guest bedroom. Here's the information on it. And without further ado, I will turn it on. Low fan, high fan, and it'll turn it on cool. This thing does take a while to get cool, and it does use FRA054XT7. So it takes a while, but it does get cool, and it does keep this guest room at a decent temperature. I paid $25 for this. This one did not have its window kit, but it was a good thing I kept it. I knew I would have a use for it. I had this window kit from an older one. It was one that I had purchased from the same lady for the same price, $25. Used the crap out of it, then the fan motor went bad, and I kept the window kit and the top bar and a couple other bits and bobs off of it, and I bought this one and the other one for $25 each, and I put the used window kit and the top bar on this one, and then the used window kit and the top bar on this one, and then when I am able to, I will purchase a replacement window kit for that other one, which has manual controls, and it will be the same as this. I'll sell that one. This one's in fairly rough shape. I mean, it doesn't get the coldest. It's kind of noisy. The fan motor has a hum to it, so I use it in my guest bedroom because it's a fairly large bedroom. So if you're on the other bed there, if you have two beds, if you're on the other bed though, it's not that noisy. Yeah, it's definitely cool. It'll get this room down to about 74 when you set it to 72, and you know, it's just. It doesn't help that the windows do not sit very high off the ground. So, you know, but this thing only draws, I think it draws 4.2 amps for a 5000 BTU, which is not bad. And, you know, it's efficient enough. I can run other stuff on the same circuit and not blow a 15 amp circuit. But yeah, if you step back and you can kind of see how quiet this thing is. This is about where the person's head would be, and as you can hear, it's not very noisy, but also I think guests are just going to be appreciative to have air conditioning in such an old house. Because I know of some people who their house was so old they couldn't have air conditioners upstairs, so their guests had to get by with fans, which is fine. But I know not every guest would entirely like that. So I'm just doing what's best without spending a fortune. And yet, it's getting cool, it's blowing cool. And yes, I know the paint, the windowsills and the trim is rough and the wood paneling is rough, but when you have a limited income, there are bigger fish to fry than a room that is not typically in use. But it's clean, even though it doesn't look like it. It's clean, it's dry, and it's safe. Which I think is the big three. And now with this one, with this air conditioner, it's cool as well. Climate control. In the winter, I don't need space heaters. This room gets hot enough anyways. It's on the west side of the house, so afternoon sun. It gets sun all afternoon, which sucks in the summer, but it's nice in the winter. And yeah, I'm just letting this thing run, because whenever I use this thing, I always let it run for quite a while. I always let it run for a little while every time I use it when I don't have guests over, just because this thing has been sitting, so every time I use it, it kind of gets better. It's kind of like that other Frigidaire I have in the kitchen, the 6500. Well, it got better, but now it's starting to die on me, so it's getting worse. And if the other units that the lady has, there's one it's older than the rest of them. It's older than the rest of them. That one or this one will end up in the kitchen eventually. And the compressor just cycled off. So, without further ado, that's it. See you guys in the next one.